All right, here we go again. We saw John last night.
John Sykes.
Yeah. So he's here live. We're losing the game.
Did you come to watch the game?
Remember the cave sometimes.
Why did you come out tonight?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Diamond Nation for tonight's Prep B Baseball Championship game between Princeton Day School and the Rutgers Prep School. Spectators are reminded that this contest is sanctioned by the New Jersey Independent School Association and all rules of conduct and behavior will be strictly enforced. The NJISAA asks spectators to let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials do their job. Starting lineups tonight for the visitors from Princeton Day. Batting first, number 14, pitcher John Carroll. Batting second, shortstop, number 1, Matt
And
Knight.
we welcome you here
Batting third, catcher, number 10,
to Flemington,
Tommy
New
Bochon.
Jersey. It's the NJ Prep B
Batting
Baseball
cleanup,
Championship.
Center fielder, number 5, Brendan Bucheri.
As you hear the lineups getting announced to
Batting
the crowd
fifth,
by
right
our PA
fielder,
announcer,
number
athletic director
3,
at Wardlaw
Kevin
Hartridge,
Fahey.
Carl Moran. And the
Batting
Princeton
sixth,
Day
first
School
baseman,
Panthers
number 4,
are
Tommy
ready
Sarsfield.
to take the bat.
Batting
They will be the
seventh, left
visitors
fielder,
here in
Vin
this game
Gasparo.
today. Defeated Gill St. Bernard's.
Batting
To get
eighth.
here, and the Panthers
It
in
will
their
be
black
a
jerseys with some
designated
blue
hitter,
numbers, and
number
if the
19,
color
Alex
combo
Stowell. His place
for
in the
those that
field
hail
will be
from
taken at third base
PDS.
by number
And
7,
speaking
Hunter
of
Von
nifty
Zolowicz.
jerseys, how about the
And batting
home
ninth,
team?
second baseman,
The
number
Rutgers
15,
Prep
Mike
Argonauts
Carroll.
coming out in camo,
We'll go through the Rutgers Prep
and Rutgers
starters
Prep
before
will
their first at bat.
have the field first. Ryan Montalvo is the pitcher for Rutgers Prep. Go through the lineup for Princeton Day School here in the top of the first inning as Montalvo is ready. His warm-up tosses are completed, and we're ready for some baseball. The first batter will be John Carroll, the pitcher for Princeton Day. And the first pitch from Montalvo is hit in the air, right center field. Over is the center fielder in Schieflin. and he makes the play. And 1 pitch, 1 out. John Carroll is retired. And the next batter is Matt Nice, the shortstop. It'll be Carroll, Nice, Tommy Bochin in the catcher spot. He's batting third. Then Brendan Bucheri, the center fielder. He bats fourth. Kevin Flahive, the right fielder, batting fifth. Tommy Sarsfield, first baseman, batting sixth. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit hard here in the top of the first inning. So the next batter is Tommy Bochin. And the pitch from Montalvo is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So man on first here in the top of the first inning. Nice aboard via the error. Swing and a miss from the lefty and Tommy Bochin, the catcher. And the count evens at 1. That's a ball down low, and the count 2-1 to Montalvo. Again, Brendan Bucheri, the center fielder, in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch from Montalvo, fouled back to the screen, and count evens at 2. On the infield for Rutgers Prep at first base is Oscar Vargas Pacheco. Second base, Cam Witham. Shortstop, Ryan Witham. And in third at third base, as this one is hit to right field, and the runner will go first to third. Nice goes to third. And Tommy Bochin is a 1-out base runner. First single of the game. Your third baseman for Rutgers Prep, just to complete the thought, Kyle Johns. A number of brotherly connections here as you get one. More luck of the player going first to third. Brendan Bucheri now bats with that same situation, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Gets in there. Second pitch off the plate, a breaking ball, and the count evens at 1. Top of the first inning, first and third. And 1 out as this one is chopped, and the count 1-2. So scoreless here in the top of the first inning. Your outfield for Rutgers Prep. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Bucheri. First K for Montalvo. Your outfield for Rutgers Prep as we get one more look at this strikeout. A little bit of cut on that ball. Left field, Jack Sandstedt, as this one is fouled away by Kevin Flahive. Jack Sandstedt, the senior left fielder for the Argonauts. In center field is Andre Shefflin. No I in there. Center fielder. As this one is caught by the second baseman. And Cam Witham, and that will do it. So Montalvo works around a first and third and 1 out. And down goes
batting order for tonight's
Princeton
home
Day
team,
here in the top of the
Rutgers
first.
Prep.
So we will go to the bottom of the first. It's a tie game.
Batting first, the left fielder, senior, number 19.
Well, keep it
Jack
right here, or
Sandstedt.
at least keep the natural
Batting
sound so you
second.
can hear the lineup for Princeton Day.
Catcher,
Or for Rutgers Prep.
sophomore, number 41, Ben Cucciolo. Batting third, third baseman, senior, number 17, Kyle Johns. Batting cleanup, center fielder, a junior, number 27, Andre Shefflin. Batting fifth, shortstop, a senior, number 22, Ryan Witham. Batting sixth, tonight's pitcher, sophomore, number 6, Ryan Montalvo. Batting seventh is a DH, a sophomore, number 18, Austin Johns. And his spot in the field taken by right fielder, junior, number 55, Christian Henry. Eighth in the lineup, second baseman, senior, number 54, Cam Witham. And batting ninth, first baseman, sophomore, number 24, Oscar Vargas Pacheco. Head coach for Rutgers Prep.
All right, so you hear the
Larry
lineup for
Santoasso in his 23rd
Rutgers
year.
Prep, and Larry
And for the
Santoasso's
Princeton Day School
squad.
Panthers head coach
gets
is
announced.
Brian Dudek.
To a nice crowd here on a beautiful evening for baseball. Was a beautiful afternoon turned evening for softball when we saw the Prep B championship be played here. Just about 45 degrees to our left on one of the adjacent fields to this field number 1 here at Diamond Nation, and the Morristown Bayard Crimson for the second year in a row named champions in Prep B softball. And who will we see take home the crown here in baseball as Jack Sandstedt is the first to face the pitcher in John Carroll. Right-hander winds and deals, and it's hit well to left field. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder and Gasparo. And Jack Sandstedt leads off the Rutgers Prep first with a base hit to left. So it's Ben Cucciolo, the catcher for Rutgers Prep, now batting, sophomore. Count 1-1 to him. It's a fastball on the inside corner. For Princeton Day School, the outfield goes Gasparo in left, Bucheri in center, and Flahive in right. Here comes Carroll's pitch. Breaking ball, fouled away, 1-2. First pitch officially just past 7 o'clock. Maybe even 7:03, 7:04 for beginning of this one. Between the Panthers and the Argonauts, back to first base dives Jack Sandstedt. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. Final game of this week, not including our Prep A baseball championship coming your way on Sunday. This one waited on and slapped into the right field hole. And Ben Cucciolo is aboard. There are first and second. Nobody out. Good piece of hitting there. Wide open hole in the right side of the infield. So it's Kyle Johns now with first and second and nobody out. And a breaking ball is left inside, 1-0. (14-6) Rutgers Prep Argonauts. 10-1 within their conference, the Skyland Mountain Conference. Coming in first place within league play over South Hunterdon. The pitch inside, 3-0. Haven't been missing by much here in this at bat to Kyle Johns, but well behind in the count is the pitcher and John Carroll. The pitch, up high. Oh, a late call. And Johns steps back a couple after a lean to first. It's got a 3-1 count. First and second, nobody out. Rutgers Prep threatening. Johns hits it well to center field. It is going to be caught there, and no tag. There is one from first to second, though. And luckily, back to first is Ben Cucciolo. Jack Sandstedt is going to stay at second base as Kyle Johns is out via the fly ball to center field. I'll bring up Andre Shefflin. He is the center fielder when Rutgers Prep takes the field. 1-0 count. Breaking ball will fall in there for a strike. 1-1. A little shake of the head from Shefflin, but he'll step back into the box with a 1-1 count. Ryan Witham is behind Shefflin in the on-deck circle. Carroll with a glance back at second. Shefflin a swing and a miss. Rutgers Prep coming off a win against Pennington, 5-4. Back on Tuesday. And last week, a win over Newark Academy, 5-0 in the Prep semifinal. This one well off the plate, and not much of a competitive pitch there, as Shefflin easily lays off. This is a Rutgers Prep team that put up a 23 spot against Warren Tech. 23-0 back on May 8th. Been playing very well recently, have the Argonauts. 6 wins in a row coming into today. So with a host of games left on their schedule, looking to finish off a Prep season, as this one is going to get away and the runners will advance from first to second on what will likely be a pass ball. Could be a wild pitch. And our official scorer and director, Joe Vasile, will give it a wild pitch. Since it bounced in the dirt, you can't punish the catcher there in the scorer book. So it is a wild pitch that advances the runners. Second and third, and now bases loaded as Shefflin walks. And with one out, the bases are juiced here. Going to bring up Ryan Witham. Corners are going to come in here. You may have heard some of the Princeton coaches telling their infield to come in anticipation of a ground ball and possibly getting the force out at home. This ball hit the batter in the batter's box, so dead ball. And it is a ball number 1. Of course, the umpire making a point to make sure that that's a dead ball because there's a runner at third who's going to be tempted to go when the ball gets away. Here comes the 1-0. And this one does get away off the catcher's glove, and coming home for the first run of the game is Jack Sandstedt. That is a pass ball. It's a wild pitch and a pass ball here in this inning. It's Cucciolo to third. It's Shefflin to second. And the first pitch to Ryan, well, shouldn't say first pitch. The next pitch to Ryan Witham is upstairs, 3-0. first run of the day going to Rutgers Prep here. There's the ball that got away off the glove of the catcher. It's in there for a strike to Witham, and he'll step back in with a count 3-1. Ryan Montalvo, the pitcher, is on deck, and Austin Johns behind him. The pitch hit well into the gap, right center field. It's down for it's going to be extra bases. 2 runs are in. It is an RBI double, 2 RBI double for Ryan Witham, and Rutgers Prep jumps out to a 3-0 advantage. One more look here. Going the other way, slicing away from the center fielder in Bucheri. Next pitch is chopped to the pitcher. They'll get the 1 out at first. And moving up from second to third goes Ryan Witham. And Ryan Montalvo is out on a 1-3 putout. So 2 gone in the inning. With a runner on third. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Rutgers Prep with a ground ball from Austin Johns and a good scoop at first base from Sarsfield. That saved a run. Von Zelowitz's throw was a little low, but he did make the play in the end, helped out by his first baseman. So Rutgers Prep puts 3 runs on the board. They do so on 3 hits, and they do leave 1, but we'll go to the second inning. It's a 3-0 Rutgers Prep lead. Back we come, top of the second inning. Princeton Day School now finding themselves down 3-0. Had a couple of runners on in the first, but unable to bring them on home were the Panthers. It's Tommy Sarsfield, Vin Gasparo, and Alex Stillwell due up for PDS here in inning number 2. 0-2 the count. It'll remain that way as Sarsfield stays alive. Ryan Montalvo on for inning number 2 of work. Did pick up a strikeout in the first inning, and now a strikeout here in the second as Sarsfield goes down swinging. One more look. Up and away. That's how you get Bryce Harper out. One 1-0 to Vin Gasparo, the left fielder. Now 1-1 as he fouls this one back. Montalvo working with a good pace. In there for a strike. Ryan Montalvo, the sophomore. Firing it in the strike zone here. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Third strikeout for Ryan Montalvo. Here's another look, and he freezes Vin Gasparo at the dish. And he is just putting them right in there, is the right-hander. Outside that tie. And the count is 1-1. Oh, the home plate umpire going over to speak with a head coach for Princeton Day. Two outs here in the inning. Brian Dudek, by the way, the head coach for Princeton Day School. And Montalvo wanted that call, but he won't get it. The count goes 2-1. Alex Stillwell is the batter. Designated hitter here today. He is batting for the third baseman and Hunter Von Zelowitz. 2-2 with 2 outs, now 3-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side, does Ryan Montalvo. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. To the bottom of the second we go, and Rutgers Prep holds a 3-run lead. Rutgers Prep up by 3, and now at the dish for the second time here in this young game, this young Prep championship. And a ground ball to shortstop. Nice up with it, he makes the play. 6-3, out is Cam Witham, the second baseman. It'll bring up Oscar Vargas Pacheco, the first baseman. Vargas Pacheco with a loft of the bat towards the on-deck circle where Jack Sandstead is waiting. And he is due up in the inning after Vargas Pacheco, whose first pitch swinging, and it's a whiff for an 0-1 count. John Carroll on the hill. Slight tilt of the head of the cap. Right center field, it's gonna fall for a hit. It's gonna get all the way to the wall. On his horse is Vargas Pacheco, digging for third, caught in between. He's safe at second on the retreat. Oscar Vargas Pacheco with the double. One more look. A couple times we've seen Rutgers Prep waiting on that breaking ball and able to get it into the right center field gap. The one out in the inning and a man on second base for the top of the order for Rutgers Prep. Jack Sandstedt singled and then came around to score on the RBI single from Ryan Witham. This one off the glove. There's going to be a play at third, and he is safe at third base. Oscar Vargas Pacheco is in there with a slide. Call it a pass ball. We'll get another look here. And he did get under the tag, though. It was a close play. So one out. And a man in scoring position for Jack Sandstedt. Infield playing back. So Sandstedt puts the ball on the ground. He's got a run. Or at least an RBI to his ledger. So the count is 3-0 here. And he looks at a strike, 3-1. Ben Cucciolo is on deck. That's in there as well, 3-2. John Carroll battling back here. Pitch from Carroll. On the ground to second base. This is going to get a run home. It is an RBI ground out for Jack Sandstedt as Oscar Vargas Pacheco comes home to score. And Jack Sandstedt has had a busy first couple of innings. He scored a run in the first, and now this RBI ground out to make it 4-0. The base is clear with 2 outs. And the Argonauts on top of the Panthers 4-0 here. And the count now 1-1 to the catcher and Ben Cucciolo. The pitch in there for a strike outside corner. Two and two. Carroll needs a little help from his infield as that throw got away. Pitch. Curveball waited on. Lofted in the air. Left field. Going back and back. And the catch is made and left by Gasparo. Just shy of the warning track. And that is the third out of the inning. He gave it a ride, did Ben Cucciolo. But Gasparo making the play. And that will do it for the inning. Rutgers Prep gets another one across. We go to the top of the third. It's a 4-0 lead for the Argonauts. Story of the game so far, Ryan Montalvo has set them down. The Princeton Day School Panthers. He did get on the verge of giving up a run in the first inning. An error by Matt Nice, and Tommy Bochin then promptly singled. It was 1st and 3rd and 1 out, but then he got out of it. And then in the 2nd inning, K, backwards K, and K for Ryan Montalvo. And 4 strikeouts on the game, and he's up in the count 0-2. On the 9-hole hitter for Princeton Day, it's Mike Carroll, the second baseman. Gets it deep in the hole at shortstop, and Carroll is going to be safe at first base. Beats it out on an 0-2 pitch. Witham did all he could. Ryan Witham, the senior, playing short. They've got Cam Witham, the senior, playing second. The Withams in the middle infield, and this was Ryan making a good backhanded play and made it close at first. First pitch is off the plate for a ball. And now Mike Carroll will look to come home as the leadoff base runner for PDS. He's going to go halfway here with the fly ball to right field. And John Carroll is out. So 1 away here, and Matt Nice is the batter. Four runs on 4 hits and 1 error for Rutgers Prep. No runs on 2 hits, no errors for Princeton Day School. Matt Nice reached on an error back in the 1st inning. Got as far as 3rd, but then stranded there. This ball getting away, and over to second base is going to go Mike Carroll. Carroll to second. One more look at this breaking ball that got away, and then the next pitch outside. Count 2-1. Top of the 3rd inning. Ryan Montalvo. Breaking ball, fisted into the hole in right field. It's a base hit around 3rd, coming home and gonna score as the throw was cut off and took the first baseman's glove off. That was a double whammy for for Rutgers Prep. They cut the throw off from right field. So Mike Carroll was going to score. You cut the throw off to keep the runner at first base, but Matt Nice goes to second. Here's one more look. Ball not hit very hard at all. All right, waiting on that breaking ball. Again, shooting it to the right side. A head-first slide for aesthetic effect for Mike Carroll. And Matt Nice with the RBI single. As this ball is out of play. Princeton Day School on the board here. Ryan Montalvo and his catcher Cucciolo having a quick chat. It's the PDS catcher at the dish. He hits it up the middle. Long throw, and Bochin's going to beat it out. It's another single, 2nd in a row for PDS. And there's runners at 1st and 3rd. 1 out still. The Panthers with a few singles here in the inning. Going to get a pinch runner here is Tommy Bochin. The catcher's going to get a courtesy runner. See if we can get a look at whoever is on first base, the number of that player, and it is number 11 and Shivam Singh. So he's pinch running at first. Up the middle. Witham's got it. He steps on second for 1 and on to first. A double play. 6-3 double play. And Brandon Bucherri grounds into it to end the top of the third inning, but Princeton Day School does get one. Left a couple of runners stranded here as the breaking ball was hit for a tailor-made double play. We go to the bottom of the third. Rutgers Prep with the lead. Swing and a miss to start inning number 3, at least the bottom of inning number 3. Kyle Johns, Andre Shefflin, and Ryan Witham, the batters. 0-2 to Kyle Johns. 4-1 the score. Rutgers Prep leads Princeton Day School here in the Prep Championship. A curveball will send Kyle Johns to first base. It hit him in the arm. Taking one for the team is Kyle Johns. Didn't spend much time trying to get out of the way of that ball. But he's a leadoff base runner for Andre Shefflin. Shefflin walked and scored in the first. Hits it up the middle here. This is a tailor-made double play ball for PDS. 6-3, DP. And there's 2 away in the inning. So we just saw a shortstop to first base double play. Turned by Rutgers Prep, and now it's Nice doing the honors for Princeton Day. Matt Nice turns it. So John Carroll looking for a relatively quiet inning. Got Ryan Witham down in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs and nobody on base. Curveball off the glove. One-two pitch on the ground to second base. Carroll's got it over to first, and that'll do it for Rutgers Prep. They go down quietly, got a leadoff base runner from the hit by pitch. But that's it. A double play clears the bases, and one more ground ball and a, again, quiet bottom of the third for Rutgers Prep. On to the fourth we go. 4-1, Argonauts over Panthers. Ryan Montalvo on for inning number 4. 4 runs for his Rutgers Prep Argonauts on 4 hits. He's given up 4 hits as well, as Princeton Day School will have 5, 6, 7. And number 5 is Kevin Flahive. A single into the hole to start Princeton Day School's 4th inning. So Flahive now 1 for 2. It'll bring up Tommy Sarsfield. One more look here. PDS starting to see Montalvo a little bit better than first couple of innings. Got that 1 run across in the 3rd. And Tommy Sarsfield looks at a first pitch strike. Sarsfield was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. 4 strikeouts for Montalvo over the first 2 innings, and none last inning in the 3rd. Humpback pop-up to center field. Sarsfield will squeeze it in center. Not sure if a humpback pop-up exists in baseball lingo, but it does now. If that ball was on the infield, as I get some laughing from my director and often broadcast partner Joe Vasile, who's on directing today, if that ball was hit in the infield, it'd be a humpback line drive. But that's how I saw it off the bat, Joe. 2-0 the count to Vin Gasparo. Call it like you see it. Runner moving. And safe at second base with the steal, Kevin Flahive. He's a 1-out base runner now at second. One more look. Strong throw. Tag towards the bottom of Flahive. But he's in there with a head-first slide. Montalvo now delivers on the outside corner to Vin Gasparo. Gasparo looks down at his third base coach, Brian Dudek, and then delivers up the middle. It's going to squirt free. It's a single. A run should be scoring here. But they're going to hold the runner at third base. So a single for Gasparo. Flahive moves up 1 base. And if he had not hesitated, he probably could have scored. That one kicked away from Witham at second. Look at it here. Witham at short. Now Witham is also at second. See how that ball kicked away, and probably would have had some relative ease scoring that run, but better safe than sorry here early on in this inning with the PDS Panthers starting to see the pitcher a little bit better. We'll keep it with 1 out and leave it up to Alex Stillwell, to try to drive in the runner home from third. 2-0 the count to him. The pitch from Montalvo. He's nibbling here. Now outside, 3-0. Stillwell, the number 8 hitter, designated hitter. Going to be taking here. He does all the way. And 3-1 the count. Pitch. Outside. Got the bases loaded here. PDS grooving here in the 3rd and 4th innings. And Mike Carroll comes to the bat. Montalvo will get a talking to. Started so strong, did the right-hander for Rutgers Prep, and the strikes aren't coming as frequently as they did in the first couple of innings. Not the hardest contact by Princeton Day School, but they're finding holes all over the field. And a grand chance here for Mike Carroll. No wind to speak of. Late night as summer approaches here, and still some good daylight here in Flemington, though probably by the 6th inning we will still a little bit more darkness. Montalvo's pitch hit to second, a little toss to The shortstop covering second base, and that's a double play. Montalvo gets out of the inning. We get one more look. A little bit of chemistry between the shortstop and second baseman, Witham to Witham, for the double play. And caught off second base was Vin Gasparo. So Princeton Day School, for the second inning in a row, they leave runners on base with a double play to end the frame. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Rutgers Prep holds the 4-1 lead. Ryan Montalvo just got out of a big jam. He now steps in to face John Carroll. Single for Montalvo. It'll be Ryan Montalvo who now stands on first. Coming up next, Austin Johns, the designated hitter, as you get one more look at the base hit into the hole past the third baseman and Von Zelowitz. Cam Witham is due up third in the inning, and now Oscar Vargas Pacheco also due up without a double play. Got a Tim Williams sighting, athletic director at Princeton Day School. All the celebrities here. Mary Klinger here, the athletic director for Rutgers Prep. Carl Moran doing PA announcing, the athletic director at Wardlaw Hartridge. Dan Williamson, the head athletic director at Doane Academy. Even Joanne Zama's here. Saw her Morristown Bayard Crimson. She might have left already, though. She came over with the bus. The champion Morristown Bayard Crimson, the softball Prep B champion. Here's the pitch from Carroll. It's bunted, foul. And hanging in there, Austin Johns, 0-2. Just went over to talk to Larry Santowasso, 23rd season. Leadoff base runner is Ryan Montalvo. John Carroll on for his fourth inning of work. 0-2 count. Breaking ball left a little bit upstairs, and count runs to 1-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike three, and down goes Austin Johns. First strikeout. As you get one more look here at Carroll delivering inside. Like another breaking ball. It tied up Austin Johns. Bring up Cam Witham, the second baseman who started the double play. He might have just hit into one. On to first. Got the tag at first. It's a double play. Well done by Sarsfield. The throw from Nice was high. He stepped on the bag for one, threw high to Sarsfield, who was able to make the play, even though his foot was off the bag. We'll get one more look before we head into the fifth. Great tag. And Cam Witham rounds into the 6-3 DP. That'll do it. We go to inning number 5. PDS coming up. It's still 4-1 Rutgers Prep. Fifth inning we go here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Simon Rosenwasser alongside no one. Me solo here for this evening. Joe Vasile directing, Trevor Russo on camera. Our broadcast squad here from Flemington, New Jersey and Diamond Nation. Count 2-0 from Ryan Montalvo to the leadoff man and John Carroll. Good play by the umpire down the third base line. Ooh, we're going to get a replay of that. Ooh, tough hop for the ump, but he made the play with his right hand. Here's the next pitch. It's fouled to the other side, 2-2. So Montalvo goes from 2-0 to 2-2 with a couple of foul balls from John Carroll, the pitcher. He's 0 for 2. Three and 2. Do it again. The count full. So John Carroll, Matt Nice, and Tommy Bochin due up here in the fifth inning. That's the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3 for PDS. Fastball fouled away. 3 and 2 yet again. Good battle here. John Carroll stays alive, battling on the mound as well for Princeton Day. Gave up a 3 spot in the first inning, but a couple of scoreless frames. Keeping his Panthers in the game, and he's got a base hit. Great at bat from the pitcher and John Carroll. Was up in the count 2-0. 4 foul balls by John Carroll in that at bat. Couple of payoff pitches, and he's able to serve one into left center field as we get one more look at sweet little swing here from John. Over the shortstop's head. Brings up Matt Nice, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Nobody out here in the inning. 2 strikes on the batter and Matt Nice. Nice reached via the error in inning number 1 and singled back in the third. Both times stranded on third base. The pitch. Off the plate, 2-2. Montalvo wanted the call, did not get it. Can he get the put-away pitch here on this next offering? Yes, he can. Swing and a miss. Matt Nice goes down. And it'll bring up Tommy Bochin, who's 2 for 2. One more look, the fastball away. And Montalvo got the job done. Cucciolo goes out to speak with his pitcher. Cucciolo and Montalvo, the pitcher-catcher combination. Could very well be Italian League baseball. Down the line, it's a fair ball. Carroll around third. He's going to score. It's an RBI triple for Tommy Bochin. He's 3 for 3 And PDS is within 2. Tight roping that first base line, and it's going to go all the way to the corner. That means you can see the bobble in right field also helped. Though Carroll may have been heading home anyway with that ball going all the way to the corner and kind of a slow-moving one at that. Next batter is Bucheri. He skies one to foul ground, and the catch is made. There's 2 away. So Kevin Flahive now. And he pops it up, but it's going to get its way out of play. And into the netting here at Diamond Nation, where it will stay for the foreseeable future. There's the ball. There's the foul ball. Next pitch is hit high to center field, and the catch is made by Shefflin. And that will do it. Another runner left on base for PDS. They now have left 8 runners through 5 innings of play. They did get an RBI triple from Tommy Bochin. And Rutgers Prep, there's this RBI triple. A 4-2 score as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We begin the bottom of the 5th. Base hit. Times have these guys been going first pitch swinging in the inning. And Rutgers Prep has Oscar Vargas Pacheco on first base. He's now 2 for 2. The 9-hole hitter aboard. Pacheco puts it through the hole. Jack Sandstedt is the next batter, and that ball off the plate. One and one the count to Sandstedt. First at bat since the 2nd inning. Gotten that bat in the 1st. Gotten that bat in the 2nd. And now the 3rd time through the lineup for Rutgers Prep. Here's the leadoff man with a 1-1 count. Hits it hard into the gap, left center field, and it's going to be batted around by Bucheri. He's going to get it back in, but it's a double for Jack Sandstedt. Did enough to keep it in front of him, as Oscar Vargas Pacheco would have scored if it went to the wall. One more look here. He got a little bit of help from Gasparo, did Bucheri. And now Rutgers Prep with runners on second and third. Nobody out here. For 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Cucciolo, Johns, and Shefflin. So Sandstead now 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. That's in there for a strike. Cucciolo as the count 1-1. The pitch. Chop to third, and he played it in fair territory. And now they got the runner hung up between second and third, and out there. The run does score. Vargas Pacheco comes home. And Cucciolo's at first. Sandstedt is out. One more look here. Now, if he played this cleanly, he may have had a play at home. And if he left it, it may have gone foul. And now with an out, a run comes across. And they get the lead runner as well. So a man on first. Rutgers Prep now with a 3-run lead. Carroll going to check on the runner. Kyle Johns is the batter. It's a fielder's choice RBI for Ben Cucciolo. Now 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Count 1-1 to Kyle John. He was hit by a pitch in the third, but then was doubled up. On the very next batter, down on the count 1-2 is Johns. Check on the runner and Cucciolo at first. The pitch. Ground ball in the hole. So Kyle Johns with his first hit of the evening. Onward to second base goes Cucciolo. And Andre Shefflin has men on first and second. Brian Dudek going to go out and speak with his pitcher and John Carroll. Got Andre Shefflin due up, and then Ryan Witham and Ryan Montalvo, excuse me. John Carroll going to stay in there. Righty on righty matchup. Andre Shefflin. The pitch. 1-0. A walk from Shefflin in the first inning. He came around to score. Hits it hard to center field, but back on it and making the play is Bucheri. They're 2 away. I'll bring up Ryan Witham. As we'll get a pinch runner for man on second base and Cucciolo. Nolan Patel is the runner. Pitch outside. First and second, 2 outs. Still a little bit of daylight here in Flemington. You can feel the temperature starting to drop by the minute as the sun goes down. Up the middle. Sliding play at second by Carroll, and he makes the play. Good play there on the backhand by Carroll. And Mike Carroll ends the inning. This might have had a chance to get through. We'll get one more look here as the replay rolls, and started to slice a little bit towards the second baseman. And he's able to successfully make the play. Onward to the 6th inning. 5-2 the score. Sixth inning, first pitch swinging again, but out of play for Tommy Sarsfield. Sarsfield, Vin Gasparo, and Alex Stillwell. Princeton Day School now down by 3 with only 2 innings left. Trying to extend this game. The difference in the game, the 3 spot in the first inning by Rutgers Prep. There's a strike on the inside corner. Sarsfield didn't like it because he's in the hole 0-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Witham's got it, and he makes the play. One away in the inning. It'll bring up Vin Gasparo, 1 for 2. Top of the 6th inning. Gasparo with a first pitch that he watches outside. Second pitch swinging, and this is going to be trouble for Rutgers Prep, but it is foul. Slicing and slicing and making its way into foul territory on the wrong side of the chalk for Vin Gasparo. Two and 1 the count now to Gasparo. Ground ball to Witham. Crow hop and another strong throw, 6-3. Goes the first 2 men in the inning for PDS, and 2 outs for Alex Stillwell. Montalvo has settled in yet again. Looked like PDS was going to get to him. As Stillwell bounces one into right field. How many balls have we seen that look like that. Weirdly spinning balls to the right side or hit to the opposite field that are finding the holes between first and second base. And this one for Alex Stillwell puts him on first with 2 away. They'll bring up Mike Carroll. Lined into a double play his last time up. Get a pinch runner for Princeton Day School. Alex Stillwell, the designated hitter, comes out. Hunter von Zelowitz, who is playing third base, is running in place of Alex Stillwell, the designated hitter. And the pitch to Mike Carroll is in there for a strike 0-1. So von Zelowitz likely going to take Stillwell's spot in the batting order. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Mike Carroll, chopping it to third. Johns has it, and he throws across, and 3 groundouts will get the job done for Rutgers Prep defensively as they hold a 3-run lead, 3 outs to get for a Prep championship. Still John Carroll on the hill. Greeted with a line drive to second base. And on one pitch, which has been the case, seemingly every time we've started a half of an inning, the last 3 or 4, the leadoff batter is first pitch swinging, and Ryan Witham is out. That was Ryan Montalvo who lined in to that one, and now reaching via the error is Austin Johns. So 1 out, 1 on. Cam with him now. One more look. Off the glove of von Zelowitz. Hemanth Gondola is the pinch runner on first base, running for Austin Johns, the designated hitter. And Cam Witham is the batter. The count 1-0 on John Carroll. Now 1-1, it's evened up. The pitch, gonna get away from the catcher, and Onward to second base goes Austin John. Well, not Austin Johns, but Gundala is pinch runner. Gundala is on second. 1 out. Pretty imperative that PDS keeps this to 3 runs. This one gets away. Couple of pass balls. And now just 90 feet away is Hemant Gundala. So John Carroll looking to work himself out of another jam. He's battled through a lot of them here today. Ball 4 here. So first and third as Cam Witham will take a stroll over to first. And Oscar Vargas Pacheco, who is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, 2 runs scored, steps in. Looks like we're going to have another pinch runner. And now it's Warren Cox on first. So a couple of pinch runners aboard for Rutgers Prep. Larry Santowasso getting some speed on the base paths. Got Warren Cox on first and Hemant Gundala on third. And still just 1 out. And a guy in Oscar Vargas Pacheco who's been seeing the ball well today at the dish. We would presume Ryan Montalvo is ready to come back onto the hill for the top of the 7th. One and one. One and two. Lights on here in Flemington. Get a nice look at what the night sky is turning into. Gorgeous all day long, all over New Jersey. Very pleasant afternoon and evening for 3 prep championship broadcasts here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. 2-2 the count. Fly ball right field. Play Hive has it. Runner tagging. And he is safe at home. Runner moving to second. They're going to have a play there, but the ball going to get into center field. It's an RBI sacrifice fly. So a nice day for Oscar Vargas Pacheco out of the 9-hole. 2 for 2, an RBI and 2 runs scored. And now with 2 outs, there's a man on second base. And Rutgers Prep with the 4-run lead. One more look at the sac fly. Plenty deep enough to score the run. And what you would think is a much welcomed insurance run for Rutgers Prep. 2 runs on 9 hits for PDS, 6 runs on 9 hits for Rutgers Prep. Here's a ground ball to short. Nice has got it, and that'll do it. But another run comes across for Rutgers Prep, and Princeton Day School needs 4 in the top of the 7th for any chance to extend this prep championship. We'll have the final frame coming for you in just a moment. Ryan Montalvo onward for what he's hoping is the finishing touches on a complete game. He will face John Carroll, the top of the order for PDS. And Carroll hits it in the air, 0-2 count. It's out of play. You can see the first baseman in Sarsfield. Vargas Pacheco over there. Unsure of where the ball was. He looked up at the sky and gave one of those shrugging gestures. It's kind of at the point right now, the sky is what it is, where it's really tough to see the ball if you're looking up in it. Count 1-2, staying in there, John Carroll. Carroll 1 for 3. Solid job on the mound. And so far being outdueled by his counterpart and Ryan Montalvo. Count 2-2. As Montalvo will have to do it again. He's been fouled off a bunch. PDS has made him throw pitches, and they've had base runners. And the story has been, at least for PDS, the runners left on base at the end of innings. Left 2 on base in the first, 2 on base in the third, 3 on base in the fourth, and 1 in each of the last 2, for a total of 9 runners left on base. But they're alive here. A leadoff single for John Carroll. Went with the pitch on the outside corner. And as has been the case many times, a hitter going opposite way. Here's Matt Nice. That one in there on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Here in the top of the 7th inning. This one also called a strike. Maybe a little bit more outside than the previous pitch, but both called in the strike zone, and Montalvo with a stranglehold. 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night as Matt Nice gets not so nice treatment from Ryan Montalvo. Tommy Bochin is now the hitter with 1 out and a runner on first. Bochin's had a great day, the best for any Panther. 3 for 3 with an RBI triple his last time up down the right field line. 1-1 to the big lefty. outside. Pretty remarkable that Princeton Day School has more hits than Rutgers Prep. 10 hits for the Panthers. They've been all around, they're all up in Ryan Montalvo's deliveries. Able to get on base, just not able to drive him home. Rutgers Prep taking more advantage of their opportunities. Each team with an error apiece. 3-2 the count now to Tommy Bochin. Got Brandon Bucheri on deck. Fly ball left field. Sandstedt says he has it. He does. And Rutgers Prep is 1 out away. The batter will be Brendan Bucheri. Strike one. Up high, the count 1-2. Curveball in there, strike three, looking Rutgers Prep wins the Preps in 2019. The champions in Prep B. A 6-2 final over Princeton Day School, and Ryan Montalvo goes the distance. One more look at the final strike. Beautiful curveball, which Montalvo had the entire night. Wasn't afraid to throw strikes. PDS got to him for 10 hits. But Montalvo with some timely pitches, got some big plays in the field from his defenders when he needed it. And he completes the job. Got an insurance run in the bottom of the 6th inning. And he's able to complete the game in the top of the 7th. So the winning pitcher is Montalvo. The losing pitcher is John Carroll. Those are the only 2 pitchers that we saw. And we get another trophy presentation as Rutgers Prep is going to be awarded the Prep B trophy. That's Carl Moran, the athletic director at Wardlaw Hartridge. And we will up the net sound.
Director of this tournament, thanks to everybody who had a role in pulling it off. We want to congratulate the 2nd place team in the tournament. Did an outstanding job to get here, play tough tonight. Captain Richard Day can come up with a step.
With the victory, you just heard they won back in 2016. That was the first time that we covered it here at Diamond Nation. And here in 2019, it's the Rutgers Prep Argonauts who bring that trophy back home. And their camo jerseys, they get it done today. A 6-2 final, and Rutgers Prep is the winner of the Prep B. So that will do it for our coverage of both the Prep Softball and Prep Baseball Championships live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Big thanks to our crew, Trevor Russo on the camera, Joe Vasile producing and directing for both games. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. A big thank you to you as well for joining us here and staying engaged throughout this one as Rutgers Prep has a picture-perfect ending. A 6-2 win. And they are Prep B champions this season. One more broadcast for us here on PBPSN. Join us Sunday for the Prep A Baseball Championship, live from the Petty School. Until then, so long here from Fleming.